2020-21 school year. We're excited to have everybody back to school, even virtually, and we hope this is going to be a really great year. We're planning hard for it. We wanted to give you a little tutorial on what Canvas is going to look like for you come Tuesday, September 8th, and moving forward. So first things first, you'll see here on the screen we have the Truman Virtual School Starter Pack. So this is just where you want to go to contact anybody with questions. So whether it's Canvas or your Infinite Campus portal or just general information about the school, this gives you a nice place to go for contact information. We've sent this out to all of you. It should be on your Google Classrooms. It should also have been sent home to your parents. So take a look for that whenever you have any issues contacting folks over at the school. So here's Canvas. When you jump on your first day, your dashboard page will look something like this. You may not see these classes right now because the school year hasn't technically started on the Canvas dates, but the first thing you'll see are your courses come up in little boxes like this. So you'll be able to access any of your courses. Over on the right side, you'll have a coming up section and a spot to view your calendar. All right, your calendar will give you information about what's coming up, what you're going to see, types of maybe assignments or announcements, items that are coming up in the future for you. So it's a nice way to organize yourself. So again, that's going to dashboard. Once you go ahead and select a course, so I'm going to select this test course here. And I'm going to jump into student view so we can see exactly what a course might look like for you. So when you jump in on September 8th, your teacher may have this set up in a variety of ways. First of all, you may have a teacher that's put together a much more robust home screen than what I have here. Announcements may be at the top. All right, you just go over and click your announcements here. Okay, so welcome to first period. There's your announcement. To access your main screen again, you can go back to home or you can go straight to modules, either one. I'm going to run over to home here. And each of these boxes, if you see where my cursor is surrounding, each of these boxes is called a module. And your modules are really what house all of your information. On the right hand side, again, you'll see a to-do list. So these are the upcoming items that you have due for any and all of your courses, and they'll put them in chronological order for you. So the next thing that's due on my to-do list, or the next thing that happened, is the announcement that was posted, welcome to first period. So if I click on that, it takes me to that announcement. If I go back to home and I'm done with this announcement, I can X that out. So this is a nice way to organize yourself as well. So for this particular class, I would go down and look for my directions. All right, so here's my agenda. Many of your teachers will be outlining each class period with an agenda or a task list of items for you to jump into. Your agenda might look something like this. Sign into your attendance form if your teacher is doing attendance that way. Start your do now, so your teacher may have something immediately prepared for you to jump in and do as soon as you log in for that period. In this case, it's a first period class. We start at 7:13, so we're logging into Google Meet by 7:23. It's part of your directions after submitting your do now. Number 4, you'll notice that we're learning about the distributive property. So I am a former math teacher, still love math, so I'm going to use math here to talk about what the lesson might look like. And then number 5, we have independent work. Now notice, you may have videos that could be given to you or other resources to help you learn, or you may have a Google Meet that's open to contact your teacher during class. Your teacher is going to be very available for you all throughout the time we're in virtual learning, so that should never be a problem. And then at the end of class, there's a class recap, so everybody's going to jump back into Google Meet and wrap up class and get some directions and next steps for tomorrow. Okay, so there are a couple ways to get back to the rest of those modules. I can go over to modules, or I can go back to home if I'd like to, if you see my cursor over here. Or if I'm running through a series of modules, I can just click the next button. So I'm done with the agenda. I read everything that needs to happen. I'm going to click next. My attendance can be taken this way. In this case, it would be taken as a quote-unquote quiz, but that's just a way to track if everybody's there. So if you put that answer in, you're marked as present, and that might be a helpful way for a teacher to take attendance. All right, I've taken care of that. I'm going to go to next. I'm going to jump through that again. All right, so your Google Meet link. Your teacher may use Google Meet. Your teacher may be using Canvas's interactive tool called Big Blue Button. Either one of those are really intuitive to use. We used Google Meets all last spring, so you should be good to go there, but there would be a link there for you to go and join that meet. Here's some independent work. Make sure you read all of your directions. Make sure you're accessing the tasks. Here's that math task. So in this case, I put in a video for you to watch to explain what you're asked to do. Here's your math task. And at this point, you may be saying, all right, how do I submit that? How do I do that? I can't type in there in the screen there. What are we doing to submit that? Well, there are a variety of ways. Your teacher will give you specific instructions, but here's what it looks like to submit that task. We go up and hit Submit Assignment. And then a text box comes up with many different options. At times, your teacher may give you the option to upload. Your teacher may give you the option to do an assignment via a third-party app. Your teacher may just say, hey, either type right in this box or copy-paste. Typing in the box is pretty intuitive. Copy and pasting a picture of your work or of your writing or something else that you might do is pretty easy to do. And in this case, I'm just going to say x equals 2. Let's say that's our answer. I'm going to submit my assignment. All right, my assignment is submitted. You'll see you get a notification here. Notice the assignment was due yesterday, so this is late. But I also can look at my submission details there. All right, there's my math task. I'm going to go back to previous. And I'm back to my assignment. Okay, so let's jump back to home. So as I'm going through my module, my independent work, I just completed that. I may be required to go back and jump back into Google Meet or whatever was left on the agenda that day. Over here on the left, you'll also see calendar. You'll see inbox for going back and forth with teachers. This is essentially like an email function. In the student view that I'm accessing, I don't have access to that, but you'd be able to see that in your inbox. And we also have calendar assignments here again. You can find your calendar. So I'd encourage everybody to get on there, playing around with it a little bit. Make sure you're reading all directions. You're keeping tabs on where you need to be, and reach out with any questions that you might have. Good luck getting started, and go Tigers!